Okay, so today we're diving into DataBarn.
Okay.
It's this platform that's trying to be a one-stop shop for businesses.
Mm,
And you know how we're always using like a million different apps for everything?
right.
DataBarn is like, hey, what if we just bring that all together?
Yeah.
So we're talking like communication, task management, even robotics and IoT all in one place.
Wow.
Pretty ambitious, right?
It is. It is definitely ambitious.
Yeah.
And it's really tackling a problem that's out there.
Okay.
Businesses are just like drowning in all this software that doesn't talk to each other.
Right. Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah. And Adam Lava, one of the guys behind DataBarn, he's talked about this a lot. He's like a real business guy. He's been around and he's seen how this really like hurts businesses.
Gotcha. So it's not just about convenience then.
No.
It's really about solving a problem.
Absolutely. And what's really interesting is how DataBarn got started.
Okay.
So Michael Kessler, the other co-founder,
Yeah.
he was working in China and he had this like aha moment.
What happened?
He saw how everybody uses WeChat over there for everything.
Right.
And he realized that, businesses here in the West, we don't have anything like that.
Interesting.
Like this integrated approach.
Yeah, it makes you think.
Yeah.
So he saw WeChat and was like, businesses need this.
Exactly.
That's cool. That's a cool story.
It is. It is.
But I imagine building something like that, especially with everything it does,
Oh, yeah.
must have been incredibly challenging.
Oh, for sure. One of the biggest things was making it easy to use.
Right.
I mean, you're talking robotics, IoT, HR, communication, all this stuff.
It's a lot.
Yeah, if it's too hard, no one's going to use it.
Exactly.
But they did it.
Okay.
They found a way to make it powerful and easy.
Huh.
They have this plug-and-play thing.
Interesting.
So it's easy to set up even if you're not a tech person.
Okay, so now I'm really interested.
Yeah.
But I need to understand this better.
Sure.
Can you walk me through how it works?
Absolutely. So imagine you're running a warehouse.
Okay.
You've got robots moving stuff around, sensors checking the temperature,
Uh-huh.
employees talking to each other. And with DataBarn, you can manage all that from one place.
Oh, wow.
You can see where your robots are, what your sensors are saying, and even talk to your team all in the same system.
So it's like a control center for your whole business.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great analogy.
And one of the things DataBarn does really well is how it handles robotics and IoT.
Okay.
A lot of times those are treated as separate things.
Yeah, you have to jump between systems.
Exactly, and that's a pain, but DataBarn brings it all together.
And you said it was plug and play. So if I'm not a tech expert, I can still set it up for something like robotics.
Exactly, that's the whole point.
Okay.
They made it so you don't need a computer science degree.
Nice.
You just plug in your devices and DataBarn figures it out.
No coding or anything.
Nope.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
Especially for smaller businesses that don't have IT people.
Right. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it levels the playing field. But I am curious about the tech side of things.
Okay.
Like, what kind of challenges did they face?
Oh, tons.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to build a system that can handle a ton of data from all these different sources.
Right?
And make sure it all works together seamlessly.
Yeah, that's a huge task.
It is. It's really impressive what they did.
So did they have to, create their own APIs? Or...
Oh, yeah. They had to get creative.
Okay.
It was a mix of using existing APIs and building their own integrations.
Wow. So they really had to, dig in and figure it out.
They did, and it clearly worked.
It was paying off.
Yeah, DataBarn is making a real impact.
Yeah, you hear about it everywhere, and it sounds like they're not slowing down.
Not at all. They've got big plans for the future.
I'm really curious about that.
Yeah.
What are they working on that has you excited?
Well, they've been talking about some pretty cool stuff with AI-driven automation.
Like what?
Well, they're looking into things like predictive analytics, where DataBarn could, analyze your data and tell you what's going to happen.
Oh, wow.
Imagine it saying, hey, based on your sales, you're going to run out of this product in 2 weeks.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So it's like a virtual business partner.
Exactly. It's like having someone constantly looking at your data and helping you make decisions.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and they're also looking at more advanced tech,
Okay.
especially with robotics and IoT.
Uh-huh.
They see a future where you can manage everything through DataBarn,
Wow.
from drones to 3D printers.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
It is. It really makes you think about how businesses will work in the future.
Yeah, we're talking about a real shift here.
Definitely. It's not just about efficiency anymore.
So what is it about?
It's about being connected and adaptable.
Okay.
Building a business ecosystem that can react to change.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But all this change can be scary for some people.
Right.
What do they say to people who are hesitant about all this?
Well, both Michael and Adam have said that being open-minded is key. You gotta embrace change and be willing to learn new things.
So don't resist technology.
Exactly.
Really?
Figure out how to use it to your advantage.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, it can feel like tech is moving too fast.
It does.
But they're saying don't shut down, learn about it.
Lean in.
Yeah. And they also say don't forget about the human side of things.
Right.
Even with all this automation, people are still important.
For sure.
It's about finding the right balance.
So it's not robots versus humans.
No.
It's using tech to help people.
Exactly. And that's something people forget a lot.
They do.
And that's where DataBarn comes in.
Yeah.
It's designed to do just that, help people work smarter, not harder.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the vision, the future, all that.
Right.
But I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs listening.
Yeah.
So what advice do they have for people trying to disrupt industries?
Well, Adam always talks about solving real problems.
Not just chasing trends.
Exactly. Find something people need and make a solution that helps.
Don't just try to be the next big thing.
Right. Make a difference.
Yeah.
And he also talks about not being afraid to fail.
Okay.
He thinks it's how you learn.
So you're not going to get it right every time.
Nope. But those mistakes help you grow.
I love that. Don't be afraid to fail, but learn from it.
Exactly. And Michael adds to that by saying, don't forget about the customer.
Okay.
It's easy to focus on the tech and forget who's using it.
Yeah, I got to see that happening.
So they think understanding your customer is key.
Makes sense.
Build something that makes their lives better.
So it all comes back to people.
It really does.
And that's something that I think is especially important for future generations.
Oh, yeah.
How so?
Well, younger generations, they're looking for more than just a job.
Okay.
They want to work for companies that share their values.
That makes sense.
Companies doing good in the world.
So it's not just about the product or service anymore.
Nope. You have to connect with people on a deeper level.
Like businesses need a purpose beyond profit.
Exactly. And that's something Michael and Adam really believe in.
Okay.
They've made it part of DataBarn. They
Yeah.
see it as a platform that can help businesses do good.
Not just make money.
Right. It's about collaboration, innovation, positive impact.
Wow. So DataBarn's not just a tool.
Oh.
It's like a philosophy.
Yeah. A belief that technology can make the world better.
Okay.
And a commitment to building a future where businesses are successful, but also ethical.
That's pretty inspiring.
It is.
It sounds like they're really thinking long term.
They are. And that's what sets them apart.
Yeah.
They're not just worried about the next year.
Right.
They're thinking about the next generation.
How can we use tech to build a better future?
Exactly.
Okay, well, we've covered a lot.
We have.
We talked about the problem DataBarn solves, how it works, the tech behind it, the philosophy.
It's a lot. It is.
But for our listeners who want to learn more,
Yeah.
where should they go?
The best place is their website.
Okay.
It's www.databarn.com.
Easy enough.
Yeah, they have tons of information there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up, we've gone on this journey with DataBarn,
Right.
from an idea in China to this whole business ecosystem.
It's quite a story.
It is. We talked about streamlining operations, integrating all this cool tech, empowering businesses.
And the people behind it.
Yeah. But here's a final thought for everyone.
Yeah.
Could a platform like DataBarn, with its focus on connection, adaptability, and being easy to use, could that be the key to preparing businesses not just for today, but for the future?
That's a really good question.
It's something to think about.
Yeah, as we navigate this crazy world of tech.
Exactly. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into DataBarn.
It's my pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the limits.
Absolutely.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh, yeah, they had to, invent some new stuff.
Right.
It was a lot of, mixing and matching.
Yeah.
Using what was out there and building their own stuff.
That's amazing.
It is a real, Frankenstein situation.
But a good Frankenstein.
Yeah, right.
A helpful one.
And it's clearly working.
Oh, yeah. It's making a real difference.
So they're not slowing down.
Nope. They've got big plans.
I'm really curious what's next for them.
Well, they've been hinting at some pretty cool AI stuff.
Oh, like what?
Like predictive analytics.
Okay.
So DataBarn could analyze your data and tell you what's going to happen.
Oh, wow.
Like it could say, hey, based on your sales, you're going to run out of this product in a couple weeks.
That's amazing.
It is, right?
So it's like a virtual business partner.
Exactly. It's like having someone constantly crunching the numbers and giving you advice.
I like it.
And they're also looking at even more advanced tech,
Like what?
especially with robotics and IoT.
Okay.
They see a future where you can manage everything through DataBarn,
Wow.
drones, 3D printers, you name it.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
It is. It really makes you think about the future of business.
Yeah, it's a whole new way of doing things.
Absolutely. It's not just about being efficient anymore.
So what is it about? It's about being connected, being able to adapt to change,
Interesting.
building a business ecosystem that can react in real time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I imagine all this change can be a bit scary for some people.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What do they say to people who are hesitant about all this new technology?
Well, they both talk about the importance of being open-minded.
Okay.
You got to embrace change, be willing to learn new things.
So don't be afraid of technology.
Exactly.
Figure out how to use it to your advantage.
Exactly. And don't forget about the human side of things.
Right.
Even with all this automation, people are still important.
If
It's
you
about
need them.
finding that balance.
So it's not robots versus humans.
No.
It's about using technology to empower people.
Exactly.
And that's something that gets lost sometimes.
It does.
And that's where DataBarn comes in.
Exactly. It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Okay, so we've talked about the vision, the future, all that.
We have.
But I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs listening. What advice do they have for people trying to build something new and disruptive?
Well, Adam always talks about solving real problems.
Not just chasing trends.
Exactly. Find a need and fill it.
Don't just try to be the next big thing.
Right. Make a real difference.
I like that.
And he's also big on embracing failure.
Oh, okay.
He says it's how you learn.
So you're not going to get it right every time.
No, but those mistakes help you improve.
Yeah, don't be afraid to fail, but
Yeah.
learn from your mistakes.
Exactly. And Michael always adds to that by saying, remember the customer.
Oh, that's important.
It's easy to get caught up in the tech and forget about the people using it.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
So they think understanding your customer is key.
Makes sense.
Build something that makes their lives better.
So it all comes back to people.
It really does.
And that's something that I think is especially important for future generations.
Oh, absolutely.
How so?
Well, younger generations, they're not just looking for a job.
Yeah.
They want to work for companies that share their values.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Companies that are doing good in the world.
So it's not just about the product or service anymore.
Nope. You have to connect with people on a deeper level.
Yeah, like businesses need a purpose.
Exactly. And that's something they've really built into DataBarn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they see it as a platform that can help businesses do good.
Not just be profitable.
Right. It's about more than that.
So DataBarn isn't just a tool then.
No, it's more like a philosophy.
Interesting.
Yeah, a belief that tech can make a difference.
A belief in a better future,
Exactly. And a commitment to building that future.
where businesses are ethical and sustainable.
Right, exactly.
That's pretty inspiring.
It is.
Sounds like they're really thinking ahead.
They are, and that's what I think makes them special.
Okay.
They're not just focused on the short term.
Right.
They're thinking about the next generation.
How can we use tech to make things better?
Exactly.
Okay, well, we've covered a lot today.
We have.
The problem DataBarn solves, the tech behind it, their philosophy.
It's a lot to take in.
It is, but for our listeners who want to learn more, where can they go?
The best place to start is their website.
Okay.
It's www.databarn.com.
Perfect.
They have tons of info there.
Great. So to wrap things up, we've really explored DataBarn's journey
We have.
from that idea in China to a full-blown ecosystem.
It's amazing what they've done.
It is. And we talked about streamlining operations, all the cool tech empowering businesses.
And the importance of the human element.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But here's a final thought for everyone listening.
Okay.
Could DataBarn, with its focus on connection and adaptability, be the key to preparing businesses, not just for today's challenges, but for the future?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is something to think about as we navigate this ever-changing world of technology.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into DataBarn.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.